Hey guys! So I'm here with a little flip through of my art journal. This is the art journal that I kept last year. It is all filled up. When I say all filled up, I only have like one double page left in the back, but I think I'm just gonna leave it because it's all wrinkly. But yeah, it's all filled up. And I just kind of wanted to flip through it. I think I flipped through this before. I flipped through it really early on. I started this journal in August of 2015, and I did a few spreads then, but then I really only did a few spreads in August and September because that year I then went to Southeast Asia for 3 months. So it only got used for a couple of spreads, and I think that's the flip through that I have on my channel somewhere. So I finished it, and I just really wanted to do a little flip through of it before I start on my new one. Now, if you don't know already, my new art journal is actually my Hobonichi. So this is the art journal that I will be keeping for this year, for 2017. I will be doing it in my Hobonichi, so it's kind of like my planner because I've downsized, and so my planner now is just these monthlies, and sort of like my art journal. Even though I did buy another art journal like this, another journal like this, I don't know if I'm gonna fill it or start it or anything like that. If you're wondering, this is a journal. It's an A5 journal. It's by Peter Pauper Press. I don't know if you can see that. Peter Pauper Press. I'll probably leave a link down below. I got this on Amazon, and it's just grid. It's grid paper. That's all it is. It's great. So this is the last spread, like blank spread that I have, and then this is the back. So I don't really have to use it, but this one I kind of did. But yeah, it's A5 size. I love this size. So it's kind of like, it's like the, I think, what is it, the large Moleskine? No, or the regular Moleskine notebook, you know, the black notebook, except Moleskine is like, it's narrower than this one. This one's a true A5, and I like that. It's a true A5 size. Anyway, so let's just get into it. So I think these beginning pages everyone has seen, because these are the ones that were in that first flip through. And this is just my introduction. I like to have an introduction in all of my art journals. It's like, I don't know, it's just a thing. I feel like I need to introduce the new book to what I'm gonna do to it. And then these are my pages. I started off this book heavy journaling. There's a lot of journaling. There's a lot of kind of scrapbooking elements in here. I was using my Planner Society kits and everything. It's just one of my favorites. Love this one. But yeah, this is an image transfer. I have a lot of image transfers in here. But yeah, this was a lot of paper collage and journaling in the beginning. Love this. Love all of it. Because I did a bunch of other art journals prior to this one, and they've all been sort of more collage-y magazine type journals, because I started off doing my art journals inspired by Carl Hopp. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. I found art journal photos from a woman named Hannah Claire, and the blog that I found it on her blog, she no longer keeps that blog, so she kind of took it offline. But I'm pretty sure like on Pinterest we can find some of her older stuff, and it's more heavy collage based, but she did a lot of Kara's classes, and so I took one of Kara's classes, and art journaling was very collage. So let's see, collage. This is image transfer. I love doing image transfers. The first time I did an image transfer, I was in high school. I went to an arts school, and in my illustration class, we were doing this project. I actually recently found the piece that I did, and it was image transfers from newspapers that my teacher taught me specifically how to do for my specific piece. It was really cool. This is also a transfer. So I think that is where I left off on the last one, I think. Because these are all the first batch of spreads that I did, and then when I got back, I started on Get Messy Season of Love. I had the older prompts and I wanted to do Season of Love, so I did a couple of pages from Get Messy Season of Love. If you don't know what Get Messy is, it's an art journaling community, and I will definitely leave the link to Get Messy down below, so you can, if you're interested in purchasing a membership to that community. This one's one of my favorites. I just love this one. So yeah, these were all Season of Love. I only did like a couple of prompts, I think. And then in April, I believe I mentioned this blogger before. Her name is Susanna Conway. I love her, love her, love her. Every April, August, and December, she does sort of like a photo challenge. And so in April, it's April Love, and it's all about, this year's was all about self-love and self-care. And it's a photo challenge, you know, you do photos or whatever. I decided to make it like an art journaling challenge, and I did half of the challenge, like half of the month, and then I stopped because it takes a while, you know, like to keep doing like a daily art journaling process on top of other art journaling things that you want to do. But yeah, so this is the April 1st. This is the beginning of April Love. I went back to the whole collaging for this one, and I really like how this one turned out. Again, a lot of the collaging and the journaling, because I know if you noticed, these guys, I kind of stopped with the journaling. There's like no journal, very little journaling on these spreads. This was the last one, and then you have this one. I mean, you can keep an art journal however you want. A lot of people just like the image, and a lot of people like actually physically journaling in their journals. I like both, so some days I will have stuff to write and very little imagery, or some days I have more imagery than things to write. It just depends. It's a journal, so it should be a journal. This is totally out of my style. It's just I had all these papers and all these things, and I just kind of put it all together. See, this one, I know the ink kind of smudged everywhere. Did not look like that when I first did it. I really like this one too. You can always use scrapbook paper. This is all scrapbook paper. And I think this is the last one. This is the last one. It is the last one. It is the last one because then I did these for a special blog post, which I will link down below. It was like an interview, but through art journal pages. So I will leave that link down below and like flip through these really quickly. So you can see my interview. And then I think this was Seasons of Dreams, the Get Messy Season of Dreams, and I only did a few of them as well. Most of the Get Messy seasons that I did participate in, I made little separate journals for. In hindsight, I wish I just put everything in one big journal like this. But I guess that will be for this year. I'll put everything in the Hobonichi. And then I have a spread here that I can't show you because it's part of Kaylee Gray's the Minimalist Art Journal class. I will leave that down below along with I just will have tons of links to different art journaling classes, and I'll post my interview that I did on the Kaylee Gray blog about art journaling and all of it. I'll leave it down below, and this is the last one. That's it. But yeah, so I'm like super proud of this little book here, only because I never, and when I say never, I never fill up a journal, like a bound journal that I purchase at a store. Like, I have tons of them. I write a lot, so I have tons of them, and I can never just fill one up. It's ridiculous. I can never fill one up. And so the fact that I was able to fill this one up, again, I have that last spread there that's empty, those last 2 pages. I might actually do something on that just to have it complete, but to me this is complete because it's all filled up. And again, some of the pages I did glue together because I was using a lot of heavy acrylic paints and stuff, so the paper itself is thick compared to other papers. I like this paper better than the moleskin paper because it's a little thicker, and so I just kind of glued 2 pages together. It helps you work through the notebook, but I also really hate waiting for gesso to dry, so I'm just impatient like that, so I'd rather just glue 2 pieces of paper together, 2 of the sheets together before I start. So I just wanted to show you a little peek into this art journal because I will be putting it aside and working in my Hobonichi. It's a pretty little Hobonichi. It's different. 1, it's a different size. 2, it's like half planner, half art journal. And 3, it's daily. It's everything daily. So if you want some sort of reference, this was yesterday as I'm filming the video. Today it's Friday the 6th. Yesterday was the 5th, and then the day before that was the 4th. And I haven't actually done a daily art journal since the 4th. And what I usually do is so like the month, depending how the days will be split. See, like Wednesday, I should have started this spread and maybe finished it Thursday. That's how I'm doing this sort of daily challenge, so that Thursday I can have a little pause if I finish the entire spread on the Wednesday, you know? So like today, I should start on this spread and then maybe finish it tomorrow. So that, I guess, every other day I'm working on an art journal page. And that's my intention, to fill this entire thing up for the whole entire year. And this is different. It's very different. The paper is different. You wait a little bit longer for things to dry, I think, on the Hobonichi, because the ink and everything kind of sits on the surface. So with watercolors you do a lot of dabbing, but I'm actually going to attempt acrylics on this and see how it works. So this is my new planner slash journal. Again, I may or may not work in the new one that I bought of this. I bought a new one. It's right here. You see like the difference in that. There is one spread here that is not finished, and that was for that class, for that spread that I wasn't supposed to show you, that I didn't show you actually. I never showed you. This was the boo-boo. If we can say, when I was filming my lesson, that was the boo-boo spread. So I never finished it, and it's in here. So I think I might just like tear it out of this notebook, or I may just finish it, or like finish everything and like make it a different spread or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I may dip my toes into this one. We'll see how my Hobonichi turns out. If it turns out that it's more better just to keep it as a daily journal, like a writing journal, then I'll do art journaling in here. But I haven't decided. I haven't really decided because I'm trying to give the Hobonichi a chance, but the whole factor that things dry really slowly kind of bugs me, because I like doing things really quickly and I'm very impatient to wait for things to dry. But anyway, I just wanted to show you my art journal from 2016. I hope you enjoyed this little flip through of my art journal. I am, oh my god, wanting to do like process videos, and hopefully I will do some today in my Hobonichi. So I might film those next. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!